today. Just a heads up, it will be no vlog tomorrow because I'm doing finals and everything. But with that being said, man, I'm just gonna run through the division with my woes real quick and give you guys a story time as requested. Oh yeah, and just real swift though, I'll show you I completed all the little things because I'm like a little nerd when it comes to stuff like this. So I went ahead and grabbed everything. But let's get to it, man. Now, today's story time, we're going to be talking about how I almost got demoted overseas. Now, before I get into this, just letting you guys know, these are my views. They do not represent the military in any way, shape, or form. So, let me put that out there just so I don't get any flag feedback or nothing like that. But, basically, man, I was deployed. We was in Afghanistan, and while over there, we were doing route clearance. And it was like, either you find a bomb or it finds you. But once everything started winding down, they sent me to headquarters, and there I was working at the TOC. And while I looked at, man, that ain't over that banging. But while over there and everything, we had a 5 attack. You know, I can't give you the exact locations or nothing like that, or no name specifics and all that. But during the 5 attack, we had this master sergeant who went out by himself trying to engage. So what this sucker did is he's inside of a barrier. He sees the guys supposedly, quote unquote, and while he see them and everything, he jumps out, tries to engage, but he didn't make it out. The reason why is because he fell and hit his knee on a rock. Yes, a rock. So he comes to the talk and everything once everything's winding down, and he explains to me, because I was in the talk, so you know I was taking the information. I can't even go there yet, but he explains to me, you know, like, oh, well, you know, I was trying to engage, I failed, I hit my knee on a rock, but I'm okay. And you know, we were still doing all the stuff for the 5 and everything like that, getting everything intact. But this guy gets on the bird, he goes to this other spot in Afghanistan, what was our main little area and everything. He goes there and tells these people that he was shot. So long story short, this guy got a fucking Purple Heart for falling and hitting his knee on a goddamn rock. So I was mad, because that just shows you that he didn't have any integrity or anything. Like, you got all that ranking, you ain't got no integrity. Like, that's some day one type stuff. Like what about your army values and all that stuff? You know, you leadership. How you supposed to be leading us when you ain't even doing the right thing? But we was mad about that, so me, a sergeant and lieutenant, what we did, because he was coming back to the 5, you know, because he had a Purple Heart, you know, he was all gung-ho about, you know, I'm this, I'm that. But oh yeah, and just to let you know, he was not part of my unit. He was not part of my unit, because I don't want nobody to be thinking he's part of my unit. But he came back, and it was for like this little ceremony thing. So me, this sergeant lieutenant, what we did was we took some Kool-Aid jammer packs. Yes, the individual singles. We took some of those, the red ones, and what we did was we went the exact path and everything that he would have walked around, and we took that, some water, because you know, water everywhere around Afghanistan. We actually had people get in trouble coming back, just picking water up and walking off. But we grabbed that, some water, and we went the trail he was going, and we covered everything red. We made all the rocks red. So the lieutenant, who was real good at video editing, real good at photos and all that, what he did was he went on to freaking Google. He searched a whole bunch of people that had knee wounds, not bullet wounds, but you know, you slip, fall, hit your knee on a rock or something, and he got a whole bunch of people that was holding their knee and basically saying ouch and everything, and it's like these little safety blasters all around where we were at and everything. And he basically takes all those and he takes the pictures and he changes what the safety blast says. He has it where it says the Afghan M9. So first thing came to mind was like, oh well, let's go put these up. We're gonna distribute these around and make it look like the safety report is real. So me, the sergeant, lieutenant, we went ahead, we posted these things all around the fob. So the guy gets there and he basically catch wind to like, okay, everywhere I go, I notice the rocks is red. So he tells our first sergeant like it's something going on. So me, the sergeant, lieutenant, we all laughing about everything. This guy, he reads the safety blast. The safety blast, mind you, says the Afghan M9, and it's like 6 pictures on there of people holding their knee because their knee was bleeding. And he got mad, and our first sergeant, what he told us to do was get in full battle rattle and low crawl around the whole fob. We was all so pissed. Oh yeah, and just to tell you, it was just me and the sergeant that he tried to make do this. And that's how I almost got demoted, because the dude, he was mad, he was bitching about everything, and he was basically trying to get me to get an Article 15 or something, but it was all jokes and everything. Like, he should get court-martialed for stealing, for getting a Purple Heart for nothing. Like, I could see if he actually got shot, but this fool fell and hit his knee on a rock, and then lied on official paperwork about it. But I almost get demoted. Like, I didn't understand that whole process. Like, it wasn't adding up to me, and I just didn't respect it, man. Cause it's people out here losing their lives. It's people out here, actually getting shot and stuff like that don't get, the recognition and stuff that they deserve. And this guy falls and hit his knee on a rock and gets a Purple Heart. And then, in return of us messing with him because we knew he lied about everything, tries to get me and the sergeant demoted. But on top of that, try to get us Article 15. I just don't understand it. But that's my little story time for today. Enough for running through the 6 with my woes on this division, because I don't know where I'm going. And as you see, I completed all the side missions and I got all the little intel on this joint. So it's nothing to do, man. I gotta get my gear score up on this joint so I can go into the new little update and raise some hell in there. But if y'all like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If y'all don't, hit that dislike button. Either way you watched it, thank you for tuning in, and I'll be with you guys later.